If you're trying to convert a PDF to Excel, things can get very messy very quickly. This is because PDFs can come in diverse styles, multi-column layouts, complex tables, and inconsistent formatting. This can cause extraction tools to misinterpret your data. Another factor is how extraction tools require data mapping to allow your information to end up in the right row or column on your spreadsheet. So how do we get around this? Well, I have stumbled upon a very smart tool called Lido. Lido is a data extraction tool that quickly converts PDFs such as resumes, lengthy lease agreements, and invoices into Excel spreadsheets. The best part is that there's no complex setup. All you need to do is use plain old normal human language. Allow me to show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so we are jumping onto sheets.lido.app, and as I mentioned, you can actually find a link to Lido in the description of the pinned comment below. So on the left hand side, you can actually connect some of your apps that you are currently using. So from Google Sheets to OneDrive, Snowflake, Outlook, Gmail, Slack, there's a ton. You can go ahead and connect all the apps and make your life a whole lot easier. If you go into files on the left hand side, you'll be able to click on new file on the top right hand side. And once you click on new file, it will open up a new spreadsheet. So on the left, you'll see extract data. Now you can go ahead and you can connect your data, or you can just extract data. There's a number of ways to actually extract data. So you can actually extract data from an uploaded PDF image or document. You can use Google Drive. You can actually even take an email and send it to this email address, and it'll extract the data from that email. You can do the exact same with a web page URL. We are going to upload a document now, so all we need to do is click on click to upload. Within a few seconds, the document will be uploaded. And the lovely thing about Lido is that you can actually upload 100 files at a time and have your data extracted. So if you've got 100 files of the same type, you want all of that information extracted, it's quick and easy to do so. On the bottom section over here, you'll see columns, and it says enter the column names for each data point you want to extract. Now, this is quite interesting because the AI is really smart. What it's done is it's already created headings for me. So without me having to do any manual input, it's given me a description, a unit price, quantity, a total, an invoice number, and a total again. So what we can do is we can actually go ahead and we can add columns in over here. So over here it says press enter to add new column. You're going to just click in here and you can add a new column. So we can add in recipient. We can also go ahead and see that this has literally in real time updated on the actual sheet that we're working on. You can also go onto the sheet and you can make additions here. So you can say new column, hit enter, you'll actually see it populate over here on your pop-up window. So right over here it says new column. The exact same will happen if you take this and you delete it. Let's just move this down so that we can see. And if you click on the X, it will delete the heading in the spreadsheet. The exact same over here. If you take that and you delete that, it will be deleted over here. So you can really have control over how you set this up, whether you want to use the actual spreadsheet or you'd like to use this pop-up window for your setup. So we can also edit some of the existing columns. So over here it says description. So let's go ahead and let's add line. So it'll now have the heading line description. We've got unit price, quantity. We can go in here and make this total a line total. So let's go ahead and do that and let us tap enter. Over here we are going to make this invoice total. So invoice total. So now we have our line description, which we didn't use enter, so let's just add that in again. We've got line description, unit price, quantity, line total, invoice number, and then invoice total. Of course, this will also make a difference if you change the order of these columns on your spreadsheet. We can also actually add additional instructions. So it has by default added some instructions. However, you can add whatever instructions will apply for your specific use case. So in this case, it says for currency fields, only use the numerical value, ensure dates are formatted as such. So now you can actually format this in a way that you need it formatted. So in terms of the date and the currency fields, that is pretty specific. The other thing is that on an invoice, you may have more than one line of information. Like in my case, I've got line descriptions. So in this case, we can tap on the extract multiple rows per document. This means if there are line descriptions with different items, it's all going to be added in over here. Additional to having your columns auto-populated, you can change this as well as add in your own column headings without having to have a complex process of mapping your data to your invoice. This means that Lido's AI is smart enough to understand when you make column names and be able to map them to your PDF data. For example, if you change invoice total to bill total or just total, it will understand what you mean in simple terms. Once we are done setting this up, we can actually go ahead and click on Process All Files. Within seconds, you can actually see that our spreadsheet has been populated. So you can see there's a line description, there's unit price, as we stipulated over here. For currency fields, only return the numerical value. So there are no currency symbols over here. Quantity, line total, invoice number, invoice total. There it all is. Now all you can do is close this and you can then make this a table. You can customize it. You can add additional data. If you just go straight into extract data, you can upload again, and then you can have that data extracted onto the same spreadsheet. Now, one of the other nice things is that it doesn't have to stay in Lido. All you need to do is go up to File, and here in File, you can go and export values to Excel. You can export your formulas to Excel, or you can export it to QuickBooks. You can also go over here to where the name of your sheet is, and you're going to click on these three dots. Here you can rename as well as export your values to Excel, export your formulas to Excel. You can even export it to CSV, and as I mentioned earlier, the export to QuickBooks option as well. In addition, on the right hand side, we have some automations which you can set up to create workflows and make your life a whole lot easier than it already is with Lido's smart AI. And there you go. Zero setup, and it's a breeze to use, as you just saw. Now, if you'd like to go ahead and try Lido for yourself, you can actually find a link to the website in the pinned comment as well as the description of this video below. If you have anything to feed back, you can go ahead and drop us a like and leave a comment down below. We'll see you in another awesome video.